Well, joining me to discuss the legacy of the incoming president-elect is Babatunde Gundero, a policy analyst who is in the studio with me. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Good evening, Jacinta. How are you doing?
I'm okay. So, what do you make of Nigeria's president-elect Bola Tinubu being named among 100 most influential people in Time magazine? What's your thought on that?
Yeah, my thoughts basically that's coming from Time magazine, I think is actually a very good one for Nigeria and most especially for Bola Ahmed Tinubu. One thing is the fact that this is an annual listicle where Time magazine has actually been coming up with this since 1999, where they try as much as possible to get influencers all across the world and give them, just to put them on the honorary list after some series of, nominations and all. And to be found in the category of leadership means that it is something that is actually worthwhile because there are 6 categories. We have the pioneers, the leaders, the titans, the icons, the innovators, and all of you. And for Asiwaju winning an election in Africa's most populous nation, or the most populous country, nation in the world, means that a lot for us. The population of Nigeria is about 222 million. And that represents about 2.35% of the world's global population of 8 billion. So that tells you that for somebody to have won an election in that country means a lot. It's no child's play. And that's why even Time magazine attested to that it's not a small feat. And for him to have actually won that kind of election, it means that he wields a lot of influence, over 222 million people that represent 2.35% of the world's population.
Alrighty, you will also agree with me that Tinubu has been on the political scene for a long time. He didn't just show up for this achievement. What factors you think contributed to this global recognition?
Yes, you already said it while you actually reading out Asiwaju's achievements. One thing is actually the fact that he was one of those that actually fought for this democracy we're actually enjoying now. And then for you to know that he was part of the aborted republic where he was actually a senator of SDP then. So it tells you that he's actually been working on this way back over 2 decades, like you said. Don't forget, he was one of those people that was actually with late political sage, MKO Abiola, where they actually fought for Abiola winning the 1993 elections. So for me as an individual, it tells you that he's somebody that is calculated and strategic and actually been working the ropes to actually get to this level. Contrary to the kind of leaders we've had in the past, where we have accidental leaders becoming the president of the country, now we have someone that's actually prepared himself. He's gone through the ranks, gone through the refinery, seen the refinery furnace, and now he's actually here to be the president of Nigeria. And his campaign mantra, talking about Emilokan, tells you something that I remember about Napoleon's Hill, that whatever a mind can conceive and believe, then he will surely achieve. So that just speaks to you that this is somebody that has a positive mental attitude. And that's the kind of leader that we actually need in this country. So for Time magazine, bringing him out as one of the influencers in the world, I think is something that is commendable.
All right, let's also talk about the fact that this comes with a great responsibility being mentioned in such a list. So what would you say you're expecting from his kind of leadership for the Nigeria and as well the international community?
For me, the kind of leadership I expect is a global leader that is going to actually carry Nigeria, where Nigeria, all the name that is Africa's, giants that we've actually lost or eroded. I see Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as somebody that's going to restore the golden days of Nigeria in the Committee of Nations as well as the global polity and pedestal. And secondly, for me, I'm seeing a leader where he believes so much in competence, and that is why a few weeks ago he was talking about forming a government of national competence and not a government of national unity. So it means that somebody that has zero tolerance to mediocrity and then someone that's going to strive as much as possible to activate leadership and do something about excellence. So I know that is the kind of leader we are going to see in Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
All right. Thank you very much so far for your contribution. But right now, let's take a short break and Newsweek continues in a moment. Stay with us.